This is Secrets of Shakespeare's First Folio. Today's video, I will be setting the stage. The First Folio by William Shakespeare, published in 1623, contains anomalies, enigmas, and mysteries. But the biggest mystery of all is who was this man? Who was the author behind the most produced and celebrated plays in theatrical history? Well, we have the technology. We can rebuild him. In the series, I will be examining the front matter, and the plays to provide evidence of clues, puzzles, and hints that point away from the name on the title page towards another author. There are two reasons why the clues and puzzles in the First Folio exist. Reason number one, there is an overwhelming number of puzzles and clues. More than 150 have been discovered by me and others. Reason number two, they have consistent methods and solutions. Most involve simple gematria and two principal numbers which we will encounter over and over again. Together, both of these reasons should provide enough evidence to viewers that the name on the title page is not that of the real writer. Before we continue, we have to give you some keys to understanding. In order to understand the clues and puzzles and hints, we have to know a little bit about Elizabethan and Jacobean thinking and their worldview. We are going to begin with the great chain of being. This is the cover of Rhetorica Christiana by Diego Valadez, published in 1579. Inside is a perfect example of what the Renaissance and medieval scholars knew as the great chain of being. It is a complete cosmology. As you can see, there is a chain linking the bottom of the image to the top of the image. Coloring the image in enables you to see more clearly these different divisions. At the bottom of the chain is hell, where the souls of the damned, the fallen angels are. Above that is the realm of the elements. Above that, we have the realm of plants. Above that, we have the realm of the animals of land, sea, and sky. Above that is the realm of people. Above that is the realm of the angels and archangels. And right at the very top is God and the Holy Trinity, which often included Mary. Human society was also interconnected, but it is best described and shown as a pyramid. Elizabeth Elizabethan and Jacobean society had a very rigid class structure in which upper classes rarely mingled with the lower classes and vice versa. One consequence of this is that upward mobility was nearly impossible. However, downward mobility was absolutely possible. Nobles and even royals lost favor with monarchs, and people lost fortunes constantly. Related to this is the idea of Gematria. This is the 23-letter Latin alphabet Gematria chart. Simply put, Gematria equates the number of a letter in the alphabet to its position in the alphabet. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, and so on. You will notice that the letters J and W are not in this alphabet. In Elizabethan and early Jacobean times, the letter J was not known and the letter W was rarely used. Instead, two V's were used for W. Latin Gematria is based on the ancient Hebrew and Greek Gematria shown here. These were considered to be sacred orders because they were part of the great chain of being. Since numbers were sacred, everything was about number. The Latin alphabet repeated count, or LARC as I call it, seen here, is simply Gematria values cycling upwards in higher and higher numbers. Now I'm going to give you an example of Gematria in practice. But first we will quote John Dee once again in his preface to the Elements of Euclid. May we be led upward by degrees, so informing our rude imagination toward the conceiving of numbers absolutely, that at length we may be able to find the number of our own name gloriously exemplified and registered in the book of the Trinity, most blessed and eternal. Everybody had a number, whether it was conferred on them by others or whether they chose it themselves. But everybody could be identified by a number. And here's an example. We're going to look at this person, also known as number 58. His first name, Eric, goes like this. E equals 5, R equals 7, I equals 9, C equals 3. You add those numbers up and you get 34. Second name, Gail. G is 7, A is 1, L is 11, E is 5, for a total of 24. We simply add up 34 and 24 to get 58 and his secret number. We can refer to the minstrel Eric Gale in several ways. We can address him as Dear 58 in a letter, call him 58 in letters. We can place something identifying him at the 58th position somewhere in a text. We can make a list of 58 items in which most of the items refer to him or his profession as a musician. And we can also place identifying markers on line 58. Finally, we can do counts, which also can identify him. Now we come to the Tria Sun Omnia principle. Tria Sun Omnia stands for three is everything. This is the cover of Pallidus Tamia by Francis Mears. In it, he has the most concise and precise explanation of Tria Sun Omnia that we have. And here it is. Tria Sun Omnia is as old as Father Time. All moral philosophy is divided into three parts: ethical, economical, and political. All law is reduced to three heads: to the law of nature, to ancient custom, and to the ordinances of men. And to insist on our own state, all our parliaments consist of three sorts of people: nobility, clergy, and commonalty. And all our trials and judgments are determined after three forms and manners: by parliament, by battle, and by the great assize. So all the source of wit, right worshipful, may flow within three channels, and be contrived into three heads: into a sentence, a similitude, and an example. This is loosely based on the idea, or fundamentally rather, based on the idea of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, or the Holy Trinity. It is reaffirmed and confirmed in a verse from the Bible. John 14, chapter 6, or verse 6, sorry. Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. So anything that is repeated in threes, such as the name you see here, indicates that a profound truth is being expressed, or at least concealed. Sometimes a fourth example is included just in case readers miss any of the other three. We have examples in the First Folio of three puzzles in different variations, as in these examples from the Merry Wives of Windsor. Headpiece ornaments are repeated. In fact, repetition of anything by three indicates a profound truth is either concealed or expressed. To quote John Dee again, number hath a treble state, one in the Creator, another in every creature in respect of his complete constitution, and the third in spiritual and angelical minds and in the soul of man. All of this will answer the question, who was this man? We will find out. Don't miss the easy peasy way to tell secrets, the next video in the series. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.